lilies, how have you guys been all doing? I've been doing pretty good. I've been super lazy this week and sleepy, so I did not get a lot of reading done in the last of the month. And I'm a little bit disappointed in what I accomplished in the month of September. It was only so many books and it wasn't enough, and they weren't really on the list. So let's get started on what I read in the month of September. The first book I read in September was The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau or something like that. Probably butchered that. I really enjoyed this. I just have not picked up the next books yet. We'll get there when we get there because, I have so many books to read. The next book I finished was the novella for the Midnight Thief books by Olivia Blackburn. This is just the first book, and I finished the novella. I don't have a copy of it. It was just free on Kobo, and why not read it? The third book I read this month was Daughter of Dusk by Olivia Blackburn, the second and final book of the series. I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first book, and even the novella was really good. But this book was just missing a little bit something, I'm not sure what. I only gave it like 3.5 stars instead of 4. I don't know. I also wasn't super in it. So I don't know if maybe if I had read it more while I was intrigued about it, it would have been better, but I was really easily distracted this month, and so it kind of got in the way. The fourth book I read this month was on my Kobo, and I didn't bring that in here. The fourth book I read this month was Crushed by Eliza Crew. It is the second book in her Soul Eater series. I really enjoyed it. Again, I was kind of distracted while reading it, so I could have read it a little bit quicker, but I didn't. I was super slow this month. The other 2 books I read this month were book 1 and book 2 to the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. Hobb, the first one being Assassin's Apprentice and the second one being Royal Assassin. I really enjoyed both of them. I am on the 3rd book. I am about a little over 50% done in the month of September. I was hoping to finish all of them this month so that I could go on to the rest of her series that sort of tie into this. I'm not exactly sure how they all work, but I'm going to look into it more before I start whatever comes next. I know that there is another series with the main character from this book, so tiny spoiler, it continues. So in case you haven't read these books yet, you really should. They're really good. I'm enjoying them quite a lot. I do find they're a little bit slow, and it might be different if I wasn't listening to them on audiobook, which I find I'm much better at listening to a slow book than I am reading a slow book. So I would suggest listening to the audiobooks. I really enjoy them. The reader drives me a little bit insane. I'm not 100% in love with his voice, but that's a different story. So this month I did finish 6 books, which is really good. But I think in the month of October, with my husband going hunting and Thanksgiving and more hunting and Halloween, my reading is probably going to go downhill, especially because I have a few projects I need to finish before it snows. And thankfully we're having a very nice September and beginning of October. So I should probably get on those projects, like finishing my dining table before it snows and it gets cold, and my husband will kill me if he has to live another year with that in the garage. It's so close. I need 1 more coat of paint and probably 2 layers of finishing stuff on the top. It will be amazing. But that is my plan for October, is no actual TBR, but I've started So Anyways by John Cleese from Monty Python, so I'm really excited about that. I'm about 60 pages in. I'm not sure how motivated I am about reading it, but I want to get it done, so maybe in October. I don't know. As I said, I want to read Legacy of Kings. This is so shiny. I want to read Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. I also want to read this because it's new to me. Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis. Obviously, I want to read Queen of Shadows. Not the Shadows. Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I mean, everyone's saying it's amazing. Look how ginormous it is, though. Who has the time for this? I'm in soup. I just threw that on the floor. So, hopefully soon I will be done all the books. So I am super close to my end of the year challenge of 50 books on Goodreads. So I am planning on continuing to try to up my numbers to about 75, though I think I might be insane, because that's like 7 books? More than that. More than 7 books a month for the next 3 months. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. I don't normally get a ton of reading done in this part of the year, so I mean, finishing the 2 books I need to, and maybe like 10 more books, probably reasonable. 15 books, maybe. We will see. I hope you guys are doing really great, and I'll see you guys next week for some sort of video. Hopefully I get something really exciting done reading, and I will do a review of something. Maybe. Anywho, I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.